暁は集った。
What's up, everybody? Happy Saturday evening to all of you out there in YouTube land. Jose, what's good? Dre, what's good? Kenneth, salute. The host got that urgent call from Mother Nature, so y'all was just gonna have to wait. Apologize for that, but I'm here now, and we got a lot to get into. One of these days, all the hired help will show up. God knows they're not gonna be late when it comes time to get that paycheck. Shit. But anyway, Framer by Traded Nez was good. I think he said farmer, but hey, whatever, it's all good. Said Hefe from KC. Top of the evening to you too, sir. Mr. Walker, the only membership only guy. So he's the only one getting a link to the After Dark show. Because he paid. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, we got a bunch to get into. Some that I've already got into, some that we're just gonna continue rocking with. There has been a bunch of stuff going on behind the scenes, and we are steadily speeding towards legal tampering period, which is March 14th through the 16th. And we have actually
Let me turn my volume up. Alrighty. What's rocking? What's going on?
I'm just getting my little pre-fade party going on for the After Dark for the members only.
Yes, sir. That's gonna be
Chuck was good.
Oh yeah, let me just pull up the chat so I can get some shout outs. It's not gonna be my normal way of how I do it. Left the laptop at home.
Please, sorry, God, if you hear me, God, send some help. Get Watson to LV, and Tony just left, but it's all good. He'll be back in a minute. Yeah, Amari Cooper was clowning. He was clowning with that, Kenneth. I'm not gonna lie. When I heard that had me laughing as well. I was like, he had the nerve to call Dak the Black Kirk Cousins. He was through with Dak. He said, "I have seen enough of you. Can't stand you. None of that." It was, but the craziest part about it is when he said it, it sounded like it was all cap. You go back and you compare the stats, and these cats is identical. That was crazy. That was hilarious. Youngstown in the house. Corey Turner was good, brother.
Corey, you know what's weird? I cannot see the chat like at the same time, like with the same screen on the iPhone. Maybe I don't know what I'm doing.
You got to tilt your phone back just a tad bit more there, player. All I see is the bottom of your lip.
I hope that thing wasn't
extra juicy, shiny from the chicken you just ate. No, you good.
Hey, look, you caught me red-handed. I did have some chicken wings.
How did I know? Dwight, he said, yeah, your partner Dwight showed up too.
Man, Dre, thank you.
Dwight around your lip.
right on, Dre. Forget me up on game early before the game really kicked off.
Oh man, oh man. So I've had a chance to talk this week, but you haven't really. So why don't you tell these people how you feel about all these moves that you've seen from the ops? You've seen Denver get a new quarterback. Chargers have re-signed Mike Williams, traded for Khalil Mack. Now they talking about they're gonna throw all the money in the world at J.C. Jackson. The Chargers is out here trying to buy up everything. looking like they're trying to go all in for a playoff run, or the division.
So the amateur in me panicked. I did. I did. I panicked a little bit, and what I come to realization is it's almost very simple. It's like, fuck what they're doing. What are we gonna do? And what I feel about that is shoot. 10 times clicks in the other world, the other world. Hey, sorry about that. Anyway, so what I feel about that is just how we're gonna respond, and I've said this in our chats on Twitter. Basically is that we just have to build. We have to be the best team in the trenches in this division, and that's how we're going to be able to counter what they're doing. Do I respect Russell Wilson? Yeah, I respect Russell Wilson. Do I think he's still that guy? That remains to be seen. However, I do believe in this regime. Every time they have spoken, every time they come to the podium, every time they've talked about the things that they're trying to bring to the table and what they want this team to look like, I've been nothing but impressed. At the same time, that they have to earn my confidence. At the same time, everything looks great, on paper as far as and what we've been hearing from everybody from Ziegler on down. So I do believe that I'll put it this way: I don't think we can get worse. I think that this regime, man, I don't want to, then I'm going to start talking. I'm going to be on this hope shit, and but I do believe without any proof that we're definitely heading in the right direction. Now with Khalil Mack, it's kind of funny that was one of the panic buttons that got hit when I first heard the news. It was just because it was like when those shock information, it was like, oh shit, okay, that's what they're doing, and then gracefully my colleague Phil Robinson, he put in perspective like that fool's only gonna play about 6 games. so,
9 tops, yeah.
Yeah, tops. So it kind of when you put things in the unfiltered perspective, you kind of bring yourself back down to earth. Mm-hmm. And again, it just goes back to what I said earlier of how the Raiders should respond, which is okay, they've got another dynamic quarterback as far as a dual threat. But what do you got to do? What we've been trying to do with Mahomes and other quarterbacks. Go get that motherfucker. Go get him. So we have to be dominant in the trenches, and that's how I feel like we'll counter all these new additions to the division.
Absolutely, because the number, and it was like I was telling Stephen from the Raiders Daily, I think that was Wednesday or Thursday, said the new pressure that really everybody makes all the big deal about the edge rushers, and the edge rushers absolutely are a big deal and are very important. But what the fuck is going on out here? We got some fireworks going on outside the house. The Indian neighbors is over here throwing a gala and didn't even invite nobody. Food smelling all good and shit. Ain't that fucked up? But yeah, so lost my train of thought. Hold on, let me get it back. Interior rush is where it's at.
Yeah.
The Raiders have not had star defensive tackles since Darrell Russell. Since dare I say Warren Sapp. Since those days.
Yeah.
And it's shown in their run defense. That it's been terrible. It's shown in their pass rush because your edge rushers are getting double and triple teamed because nobody had to worry about the interior rush. This season, we thought that the defense was a lot better than it had been because they got some 1-year guys to come out and play like professionals. So, but the fact of the matter is that that pressure up the middle is what irritates, is the kryptonite of all the quarterbacks in our division. We have an edge rusher. We have 2 edge rushers. What we need to do is take some of that $34+ million that we have and go out and sign and draft top tier defensive tackles. Now, whether that means we're going to run a 3-4, a 3-3-5, a 4-3, 4-2-5, or any other combination of personnel, we absolutely have to become monsters in the trenches. And you're 100% right. There's really, if you look at it, are we suddenly gonna replace all of our receivers and have better receivers in Kansas City and Denver and even the Chargers? No, we're not. Not overnight. Not in 1 year. But what they can
Especially
do,
not with this crop that's out, that's available as well. It's almost as if, as far as on the free agency market, as far as wide receiver concerned, it's not that many guys is really just that special where you're like, you know what, we gotta have him. We can't find anything comparable to him anywhere else.
I mean, the real talk, just to piggyback on that and take that a step further. I mean, look at how much attention was paid to and what we wwere getting ready to give a 30-year-old Devontae Adams. Now let's be real about this. Mm-hmm. I recognize that Devontae Adams is a good receiver. I recognize that he's an elite receiver. I also recognize that he's 30 years old and he's been playing with Aaron Rodgers his entire professional career. And if that a 30-year-old receiver is the guy that everybody just is oohing on over and not and wanting over everybody else, that just goes to show you what it's looking like out there for available wide receiver talent. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it is crazy. It's crazy that the skill positions actually in this particular draft on offense are probably at the lowest that you've seen them in years. You got one running back worthy of being drafted in the first round. The other ones you can wait till at least the third or fourth, literally for every single other one except for maybe Kenneth Walker and Breece Hall. You look at your wide receivers. You got a couple wide receivers, but you ain't got nothing to the likes of Amari Cooper, Jamar Chase, or any of the upper echelon, or Justin Jefferson for that matter, coming out.
And I feel like it's almost like it would be a fun time for a scout. I feel like because you can be kind of creative with what's out there, because there isn't any bona fide guys. It's like that guy. Well, actually, I don't want to say that, because then I feel like I'll be taken away from the preparation that our coaching staff and everything. I feel like they know what they're looking for to run their system.
Salute, my friend.
Oh, salute! I got to get downstairs and go get my situation situated. But I was just saying. So well, let me just fire a question back. How many do you feel like there's going to be some guys that we're going to get? You kind of go like, I didn't see that coming, but then it makes sense when they're looking for guys that'll run their system.
No, and it would have to be some. And the reason why I say that is only because at this point it would have to be something completely out of left field in order for me to be surprised by it. Are they going to go out and get guys that they've worked with before? Absolutely. Are they going to re-sign some of our guys? Absolutely. You've seen how they get down with the guys that they're not going to keep. Phylon, gone. Quentin Jefferson looked real questionable about when he said, oh, it's just business, huh?
Yeah,
we back to this again. they've been talking to Casey Hayward. Question is Casey Hayward going to leave? Or is he going to go with Bradley to Indianapolis, or is he going to stay in Las Vegas?
Right. And then Littleton.
Littleton has already been he's already been excused.
Yes, he's been informed. Selling the condo.
Yes, sir.
Moving on.
Gone fishing. The button next to the subscribe button, sir. Appreciate that and this is for everybody who does not know how to become a member of the Unfiltered Truth. Become an Unfiltered Truther. Get the little green lettering on your name. Get your premium shout outs, all the love and affection we can give you. Become a member of the After Dark membership. You can pull up on, and that'll be immediately following this show. I'll put the link in the chat, and anybody who wants to come in can pull up and chill with us, kick it. You know what I'm saying? We got the post show festivities ready to go, all lined up, so it should be exciting. I mean, look, I even got a Kansas City fan to stick around after the After Dark show.
That's right.
Members only.
That's right.
I mean, we doing big things. We're doing big things around here.
And I'll be changing locations when we get to that portion. I'll be at the
evening.
The bar, yeah, I'll be at the bar portion.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
There you go. So far he is available. The charge, I keep wanting to call him San Diego so bad.
Oh yeah,
so bad. But
shoot it.
And Uchenna Nwosu is definitely good. I believe that he will get re-signed. The Chargers got buku cap space right now, and so they are going to be able. He's actually the guy that I'd expect to be here for a while, because between Bosa and Mack, yeah, you're looking at the names, and they were premier talents and are still elite when they're playing well. That they're always hurt. They are always hurt. For you guys, I'm still working on that. I got to figure out how to get it pinned up into the chat so that it pops up every time I do it. But if you go to the YouTube page and click on membership, it should take you there to the channel page. They Goya pay Cooper now. Who's Goya pay Cooper? He's already been paid, bro. He's still on that 4-year, $100 million deal, 5-year, $100 million deal.
5 years, right? 5 years.
A lot of people say bring in Jarvis. The way it ended with Jarvis, the way it's been going with Jarvis, I'd like to say that I want to get there, but I think that you would be better off going in a different direction.
Would you? I mean, okay, Jarvis or oh man. Drew blank 89, my man. Oh, Edwards.
You know, a lot of people are ready to get rid of Bryan Edwards. A lot of people are with good reason. I'm not gonna sit up here and throw on the cape and try to save nobody. But in that same breath, I truly feel that Bryan Edwards has been misused.
Yeah.
That he hasn't been given the proper opportunities to shine and succeed. And he's with a quarterback who believes that you got to have 2 years of practice with him before he can throw you the ball regularly. Now, if you throw Edwards in the slot, what do you do with Hunter? You got a 6'3" slot receiver, and then you got a 5'10" wide out.
Right.
Could do it. I mean, Hunter's been out wide before, so I'm not totally against it. But I mean, Bryan Edwards in the slot is really not where he needs. He needs to be out wide, and he definitely needs to be a hell of a lot more active in the red zone. Him, Foster Moreau, Darren. I mean, when they get to the red zone, it's either Darren or it's Hunter or it's Josh running up the middle.
I'd say he's in the sort of a make or break. Like he has to make a statement this season. Bryan Edwards definitely has to make a statement this season.
So I get what you're saying, Hefe, but on the Chiefs, you're in a unique position to have an incredible speed from everybody else. So yeah, putting Kelsey and a big receiver in the slot is the mismatch for your particular team, man. We don't have that issue over here in with the Raiders. They're all slow.
Yeah.
Yay! Big Chuck.
Chuck.
Big Chuck, welcome to the membership. Appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate you. Now, where did we go back?
Are any linebackers out there that's going to be in the free agency market that impress you? I was kind of scouting around. I didn't really.
I'd rather draft one.
Okay, that's where I was at.
I'd rather draft. You could draft it. Honestly, once you get past you got Bobby Wagner. Who else is there? Old boy from the Chiefs that got the league.
I was only really kind of feeling Bentley. I was like, Bentley, but then, anybody else, I kind of would just, let's just go draft. You'll go draft one next to Diablo and Pyramid.
And we got to make sure that Perriman is coming back. It's not 100% that he's coming back. I expect Nick Kwiatkowski to get cut in between now and Monday.
All right.
I don't believe that they're going to keep him. Actually, from what I heard, I did hear that they reached out to Anthony Morrow to come back. Nicholas Morrow, excuse me.
Nicholas Morrow, my namesake though. We got it.
Yo, could.
What up?
Yeah, we could. But and so they want to look and see what he does to see if he's going to be. Yeah, that's what I thought. Was Hitchens is available as well?
But there's no update on all his rehab and everything like that, because that injury took him out longer than expected.
But so I would imagine, because I heard that they reached out to him to see where he was at, that he definitely, and his skill set is a good one. His skill set is definitely a good one. I had the highest amount of anticipation to see what he did this season, or the 2021 rather. And because he got hurt, he was unable to do so. Because I felt the way he closed 2020, I was like, all right, we done finally got someplace between him, Diablo, and Perriman. You could have worked with that.
Which was another safety that was moved to linebacker, experiment that actually worked.
So what up, Dirty? A little early, my brother. The kickback is at 9. How many DBs do you think we sign in free agency? 1 or 2? You still have. Remember, you've got Trayvon Mullen under contract for $3 million. You've got Amik Robertson, who's gonna keep that bench nice and warm. You have a lot of people are forgetting about Nate Hobbs. Nate Hobbs was the best slot corner in the league last year.
Right.
The best, top 5 at his position according to PFF. So that's 3 right off the bat. So you need 3 more. They're going to go out and get a number 1. Will it be Casey Hayward? Maybe. Will it be Stephon Gilmore? He's probably going to be cheaper than J.C. Jackson. J.C. Jackson will be around for a good long while. But the only knock that I would
younger, right?
Right. But the only knock I got against J.C. Jackson is in the AFC West. He might not be fast enough. Because at a 4.6, 4.5, 4.6 in the AFC West, he's going to be playing 7 yards off in zone the whole game, and we'll continue to be in the same boat that we were, giving up 5-yard completion straight down the field.
And I don't know if this is correct, but Graham wants to play, some man defense. He wants some guys all up on him. He wants to press and everything. So.
4.6, 4.5. I think it was 4.66, but I have to go back and check again. I think it was a 4. Carlton Davis is indeed on the radar for sure. Let's see what we got there.
If there is an abundance of his guards and tackles out there in free agency.
No, it's not, but there's a shit ton of them in the draft. A crap load of them. The only problem with that is that it has to have it. you got, in order to get ones that you want to be able to start or not have to be complete project players, you're gonna have to take them in the first or second round. You might get lucky and find one in the third.
That's why I figured they would, pick up one of these veterans in free agency at least.
Right, and they there's Ted Karras, who was previously in New England with this entire coaching staff. We would be looking at, he'd either play guard or center. I've heard that Illuminor may be coming back. We'll be looking at coming back. Oh, 4.46. Yeah, it's not horrible, but I mean, you're talking about 4.3 and faster in the AFC West.
Shifty fast too, Wiggles.
Yeah, with Wiggles. One safety, one corner. You still got Jonathan Abram on here. He's in a prove it type situation because he's got to make something happen, especially since he's hurt all the time. Yeah, hold on, let me stop real quick. Yes, passionate Raider. His mom came down with a tumor. And they operated on it. Did they get it all? They got most of it, not all of it, right?
Yeah, they got most of it, but not all of it. But supposedly it was supposed to be, small enough to where I think if I remember correctly that she was going to be able to on the road to recovery.
Okay.
So he's been holding down the restaurant, and keeping it going. Not letting it, keeping these things going. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah, no doubt. So prayers up for Passionate's mom, the homeboy Jones. Prayers up for him, the homeboy CJ, the homeboy Andrew out there, our friendly Canuck neighbor who's going through a lot. Right, there's a lot of people going through a lot of shit right now, and so just take a minute and say a prayer up for all of the fallen, all of those who are going through some things, and remember that, what I'm saying, the person that you talk to will be the person whose life you save. You never know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Big Kev, appreciate you. Get you one of these unfiltered salutes. Welcome to the membership.
I'm gonna do it with the shades on,
With the shades on. Look, looking all dapper and stuff. With your little Nike sweatshirt on.
Oh man, am I in trouble?
No, you good.
So where we at on
His fundamentals will help make up for the speed. Hopefully. I like JC Jackson, don't get me wrong. I love his game. Wanted him desperately when he came out of college, and I still want him. Don't let me fool you. I want JC Jackson. I do. His fundamentals, if he can get out in front of those guys and get a press on them, then he can play man to man because their routes will already have been disrupted enough. But one of the things that I see, especially with Kansas City, is that they just have them dudes just run. They just run all over the place. They'll run sideways, they'll run vertical, they'll run at angles, they'll run at guys, turn around, stop. They do a lot of different things in order to adjust to the zones that people play against them.
In the words of Raider Rich, they find disrespectful ways to score on you. It's the most disrespectful.
Drive a man to drink. Drive a man to drink. We have exactly the same amount of cap that we had prior to the Crosby deal. What needs to be understood is that there's $96 million of new money that was added to the deal that all takes part after or in the 2023 season. As of now, he got a little bit of a signing bonus, so they threw him some cash to go on top of the $4 million salary he's supposed to be making in 2022. My man. I'm not set on JC. I want Carlton Davis. Cheaper option allows us to address more elephants in the room. You draft one of those corners in the first round, you don't have to pay either one of those cats upwards of 10 million. Because in
Right.
order to get the type of corner that they're gonna need, they're gonna have to spend at least 10 to 15 million. They're not gonna be able to do it with a second rate corner. They're not gonna be able to do it with a guy who can't run.
And
And you're
not another patch up job like Casey Hayward, just to
yeah.
get on to the next year and have the same issue.
Right. You're going if you want guy, you're gonna need a big guy on top of that. I mean, you look at the kid from Baylor, Tariq Woolen, who's the converted wide receiver. When I looked at him, he immediately reminded me of a taller and faster Isaiah Johnson. And I had high hopes for Isaiah Johnson, but he never panned out. And looking at Tuller's backpedal and change of direction as a DB, I was like, everybody's saying he's going in the first and second round. It's like he don't look like a first and second round talent in coverage to me.
I had high hopes for that, even though he was a Bronco wall, 6'4" corner. That was crazy. It was like having like Rondo on the edge.
Yeah.
Out there.
So then that's my thing is that Carlton Davis is a zone corner. And it goes back to what you got to have man corner or corners capable of playing man in this division.
Yeah. Graham said, what did he say? He said, we got to have guys that can cover.
Yes. Cover. Stinks McCollum, Sam Houston corner at the Senior Bowl, 6'2", 4'3", 13 picks. Do I have it? Do I have him down here? Hold on, let me see. Consult the manual. That's Alontae Taylor, Cam Taylor, Stewart, Woolen, Wright, Mercury, McDuffie, Emerson, Evans, Fields, Gordon, Mathis. That was Stinks McCollum. No, I don't. Zion McCollum? Yeah, Zion McCollum. He caught my eye too. He caught my eye too. So when I looked at the combine, I was looking for big corners. I was looking for fast corners. So far, it's interesting the way that the personnel groupings and prototypical players have changed. The sizes have changed. Receivers are getting smaller and smaller and faster, or ungodly big with incredible jumping ability.
And it's the either extremes too. It's the either extreme.
Right. Yeah, because I'm looking at all of the corners. I see 1'6'2", one borderline 6'2". Sauce is just under 6'3".
I was gonna say yes. I thought it was just one person.
Woolen is 6'4". The two corners from USC are 6'1", 6'2", and everybody else is 5'10". So it's pretty interesting.
Breaking news: Trent Brown just bought a house in Vegas.
Oh, did he? That's awesome.
Everybody's buying houses in Vegas.
Hey, it's like what is it? It's an investment. Buy it, keep it for 2 years, flip it, and make your money. I mean, you got to remember these NFL players got access to finance guys that we just simply don't.
That's right.
They're put up on game on exactly what to do with their money. So even those cats who are getting a little bit of money can go and talk to an advisor, to somebody, and turn that into long dollars.
That's right. You'd be surprised. You'd be like, I didn't know he had 17 Taco Bells. I had no idea.
No idea. But he over here making money, hand over fist, cashing out. The Cade brought up that Stephon Gilmore followed Las Vegas on Instagram, and Devontae Adams bought a house in Vegas. Jalen Hurts took Philadelphia quarterback out of his bio. There's a whole bunch of shit going on. I mean, I love it. I love it. It makes for
Great
it makes
theater.
time go by quickly. Great theater, like you said.
Yeah.
But you can't be paying attention to all this side shit that goes on. Drive yourself crazy.
And I always knew that, but when you really, maybe realize it, as I'm starting to do this, it really just puts a dark cloud over it. It was so much fun that that ignorance was bliss, man.
Yeah,
yeah, man. That.
No, it's funny that
I
you
hope
say that.
everybody learned a good lesson after after all this. I hope everybody learned a good lesson.
No, we gotta get it because DJ Chark is in LV right now, baby. He ready to sign. Get him a contract, put it in front of him. He can't sign it for 5 more days. But if you get, I just want him to look at it, just see it, just right there.
I saw him at Dre's. I saw him at Dre's the other night. He was wearing black. It was Raiders. Mm-hmm. That man.
Which is why he should be cheap, Hefe. He shouldn't call. Looking at the valuation on Over the Cap, they had him down at like $2 million. He's going to have to. He's going to have to come. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to sign a prove it deal, because he would be dumb to sign a long-term deal with his productivity being as low as it has been. He won't get paid. It's just it's a bad idea.
Was he in year 6? Is he in year 6? Where
no, he's in year like 4. He's
4?
just come off his rookie deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Chuck, it's just a bunch of banter. That's all that is. 2 million, 3 million, may with some incentives. That's probably what he's looking at. Zion had 54 career games at Sam Houston. Proven winner. Raiders need college corners with complete college tape. Have to consider trading Jacobs and Carr or Carr with Farrell and Abra. Kenneth. So I'm gonna take this right here and I'm gonna pour out a little bit into my mouth for this statement. Who in the hell is trading for Cleveland Farrell and Jonathan Abrams? Who? That trade would end up so badly for the Raiders, because in order to trade them two dudes, they're gonna have to give up draft picks to unload those guys. I mean, I'm just saying. Like, hey, what do you want to give us for Cleveland Farrell?
He got this broom.
Bruh, I wouldn't give you a half-eaten ham sandwich for that food.
Oh, man.
What do I want for Jonathan Abram? What? Like, I'm gonna need somebody with an expiring contract, Playboy. Otherwise, we ain't got nothing to talk about.
Nothing to talk about.
Nothing.
Okay. Looks like I'm gonna keep it going. Why can I
keep it flowing? Do a damn thing. Look at this, the Tony Show. Cutting off half his own face. We're starting off rough already. But
let's see. A future 7.
Bruh, Kate, you better get out of here with that bullshit, man. I'm not finna put that on here. Over here. He said, "Tell Kenneth we can get you can get a 3rd and a 4th in Madden for those guys if he wants to feel good." I say, "Ain't that a bitch? Can't even get a 2nd or a 1st on Madden."
Tony Banks. I'll be the Bel Air Tony. Then I'll be
Tony
a
Bank
Banks.
Show.
I'll be a Banks. I'll be a Bel Air Tony. We
Hey,
could do
you
that.
know, we still got to work on the camera, my man. Still got to work on the camera.
Well, the thing is, I'm trying to look at the comments at the same time. I don't have my laptop, so.
Jonathan Torn Labrum Abram. Now that's cute. I like that. Now that is cute. He said, "I'll take a conditional pick, bro. Listen, bro, I'll take the salary cap considerations. Just pay these niggas and get them off my books. We'll call it a rat. We'll call it at that. What did we trade these fools for? Cash considerations."
Man.
I'm saying, bro. I'm just gonna keep it 100 with y'all.
Are we close to that hour? No, we're not close to that hour.
We got 8 minutes. We got 8 minutes, and we got to switch over to the other link that I sent you, and that's when the whole world should be joining us. It looked like Rich is asleep on the job somewhere. Got buried under some sand in the desert.
Yeah, somewhere in the what was it, in the sewer or some shit.
You know what I'm saying? Down there with the ratas.
Master Splinter.
This fool said I'd trade him for a gym membership for an entire high school. He ain't lying. I'd do it. I'd do it too. Watson would go to Vegas and be suspended the first day. Hey, we'd still have him. Chark, Juju, or A-Rob, man, let me first and foremost, fuck, okay? Fuck Juju Schuster. I'm going to say it again slowly in case you didn't get that the first time. Fuck Juju Schuster Smith.
Say it with your chest.
Don't want him. Don't need him. I don't want to see no pink tutu swirling around doing plies on my football field.
Come on, Singletary. Can't work with him.
I won't win us.
Can't do it.
Can't do it. Can't win with him. Don't want him. Can't do it.
Can't coach with them.
Can't coach him. Nothing. A-Rob. So I've spoken on, if you can get A-Rob cheap, I'd entertain. I'd be okay with it. I personally still believe that A-Rob and Brian Edwards are the same guy. Mm-hmm. I think that if you were going to bring in A-Rob and then have him do everything that you should have had Brian Edwards doing in the first place, you've robbed yourself of a draft pick and cost yourself money at the same time to get equal production.
Right.
DJ Chark would definitely be my guy out of those three, but my guy, the guy that I want the most is Christian Kirk. So give me Christian Kirk. We can put Christian Kirk out wide to be the guy, be the speed guy. Run him with Waller, run him with Renfro, run him with Morrow, and we'll be straight.
Bro,
I like the Raiders' skill positional weapons. Do they need another receiver? Absolutely. Do they need two? Most likely.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna get one good one. You're gonna have to draft another one. You can't fill all your holes in free agency. I mean, if you look at statistically speaking, when you go out and sign a guy in free agency, you're only getting 1 to 2 years. Usually 1 to 2 good years, and then you're either moving him or he just falls off. We got more comments. How often did Kirk play outside with Arizona, though? That's a good question. Do you have the answer to that? I don't have the snap count in front of me.
How often did
Yeah. He's not getting $15 million.
9.
12 tops.
Well,
somewhere in between 9 to 11.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do want Cook. I want my third round pick more. If you look at the talent discrepancy, the talent from 1 to 100 is phenomenal. The talent from 101 to 150 falls off a cliff.
I was just gonna say.
I mean, I said 40, but hey, it works. He got his money. The way that they outlined. Let's run it. Hold on, I got this right up in front of me because Max's contract was phenomenal. When I saw what they were paying Max and how they were paying Max, I had to stop and give them a standing O. Max's deal, the 94 million 4-year extension, has a 13 million signing bonus, which he gets this year, which is spread out over the course of the 4 years. He's got a $10 million roster bonus next year. He got 26.5 million fully guaranteed dollars, and his 2023 salary is 7.5 million. So you combine that with the roster bonus, we're looking at 17 million. The split up on his signing bonus for 4 years is another 3, so we're looking at 20 million for 2023 as his cap number, and $19 million salary for 2024, fully guaranteed by 2023. So it is a great contract. He's not going to get paid the most. He didn't reset the market, but
it's flexible,
bruh. Oh, there's a different PG. You know what? You got me. I see what you did there. You sly little devil. I was getting ready to read your ass the motherfucking riot act for bringing up Paul Gunther before I was like, wait a minute, Patrick Graham. You sly devil, you. Devondre. So right now, if they sign Morrow, you have Diablo, you have Perriman. You don't need Campbell, and you got to go out and get another guy. All right, but you don't have to get him right away. There's a bunch of linebackers that I like, but in order to get one of those, you're going to have to draft one by the fourth, fourth round.
right? Because by the third round, you're probably in that. You've probably been at that out of the top 10, around that 8th tier at best, right? That 8th, that you remember that 8th, yeah.
They got to get a pick in the 95 to 115, 86 to 1. Yeah, it's a long way. That is a long way. I think that they will move up and they will do something. Personally, I think that they should probably flip one of those fourths and something else into another second or third and pick there. No, he won't be. He won't be a top 10 contract next year. Super smart deal. That's how you know Carr's gone. Quarterbacks get signed first. So I won't argue that. Won't argue that at all. But I will say that for what I heard as recently as earlier today, is that they are going to wait until June. Probably when Littleton's money comes off the books. Now, why that would make a difference, I don't know, because if you pay him his regular 19 million this year for an extension, then it won't change what he gets paid this year. So it would really be silly to give him an extension this year, other than you just want to give him some money. And if you want to give him some money, that's not okay. He deserves a raise. He definitely deserves a raise more than 19 million. But if you're talking 35 plus, you can go fly a kite with that bullshit. But
I was gonna say, but what's on the other side of the coin of that?
What's on the other side of the coin of what?
Of just that whole thing. Like I said, they could be doing it for whatever reason, wait until June for whatever reason. what would be another, or is that just specifically that's just
No, the reason why they're waiting until
Yeah.
June, reason they're waiting until June is for because Corey Littleton's cap designation is a post June 1st cut. So the $11 million that they saved from cutting him, they don't technically doesn't hit the books until June 1st.
Okay.
Now,
So that's why you feel like they're, it's probably just going to extend them. They just want to give them some money,
right.
At least a raise, at least that.
Right.
Okay.
So it's not. I mean, I know I'd prefer. We got Deshaun Watson as an option. To me, when you have Deshaun Watson as an option, you got to do everything you can to land that big fish.
At least act.
Everything you can.
At the very least.
So, real quick, Tone, if you
Yes,
would join me, said in saluting the 9:00 hour for the after dark, and thanking everybody for showing up in attendance. And I encourage you to come to the next show. So we'll drink this together. I'm gonna end this broadcast and then start the next one, and then it's gonna go down.
Let's do it.
No more. Yeah.
So without further ado, thank you all for joining the Unfiltered Truth After Dark. Me and Tony have held it down for you. We appreciate all of you. If you're new to the program, please like and subscribe. Click on the notifications so you never miss another video. And it's even more important that you click on notifications so when I start up this next live, you don't miss it. In the meantime, I will catch all of you who don't hang around for the members only show later. I give y'all a salute and God bless.
暁は集った。